Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Today's project has stormed out of control. It started with some LED headlight bulbs, led me to get my windshield replaced, which led me to paint my wipers, polish up the turn signals and the rear tail lights, and now I'm building a custom grille to fit some big old LED off-road lights. So that's what we're doing today. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a little front end upgrade here. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the lights, and I'm going to replace them with LEDs. Just in the same housing, I have these torch beam LEDs that I got on Amazon. I believe this was 99 bucks, but I had a $20 off coupon, so they were $79.99 Canadian dollars. I did no research, but these all look kind of nice. Actually, I should show you there. They do look nice, and it's just got the harness plug, and I guess this fits in the housing. It should be somewhat universal. Got a cooling fan on the bottom. So like I said, I did not that much research. I just went for it, and we're just gonna see how it works. The light is kind of fading, but I'm gonna work ahead into the night, into the eve, and put these in. So obviously changing out some headlight bulbs is not too complicated. There's 3 bolts, easily accessible, and then there's a secret one hidden behind the reflector. Pretty simple. You pull that headlight out, you take out the bulbs, you put in the new ones, plug them in, and then we're good to go. So let me tell you a little bit about why I need to replace these bulbs. First of all, they're atrocious. Second of all, they're aimed terribly. Looks like I got a lazy eye, and I'm not here to make fun of anybody, but you'd rather look one direction than two. And as I pull away from my driveway here, you're gonna notice that the light is like gone. They're so crappy. It doesn't matter if it's high beam or low beams. Driving around with these headlights at night absolutely sucks. Needed to be replaced. So that's why we're doing the big old LED upgrade. Okay, so that's the new bright headlight. Compared to the old dim headlight, it's gonna make a huge difference. You can stand in the middle. Clearly see the huge difference there. So nothing left to do. We'll finish up the other one, and like I said, it's getting fairly dark, so once these headlights are out, I'm gonna quickly do the other one and then pack it in for the night. Well, those are obviously substantially brighter, so it'll be cool to get out there and test them out properly. But for now, I think that looks pretty dang good. Okay, so now that I replaced my bulbs, I kind of realized that these faded. These aren't faded anymore. These corner lights were totally faded. They looked terrible. They need to be upgraded, so I got a turtle wax headlight polishing kit. I'll grab that thing. This bad boy. And it just comes with like polishing pads, and I just went to town there. I'll show you how I did it, but yeah, that looks super good. So this turtle wax kit I bought for like $23 on Amazon. It shipped next day once I realized that I needed to do this. It came with a lens clarifying compound, which I think was actually quite useful. And then after that, it was just basically a wet sanding kit. It came with 4 stages of sandpaper, and then more lens clarifying gel, and then it's got some sealers. So I did the front turn signals, corners, and obviously I hit up the rears while I was at it. So after polishing up these headlights, I realized that my window wipers were gonna look like trash, so I painted the arms black to match the windshield. So I just got my windshield done. It needed to be done. I broke it off-roading. The first time I actually off-roaded in this thing, I broke my window, so it needed to be replaced. It was leaking, and honestly, I think it was leaking air, because I had this like whistle, which I think was a bad seal anyways. It looks so good. That's what led me to all this stuff. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig into the grill, because I want to fit my off-road lights. So basically, I'm taking out this light bar, cutting out this part of the grill, and then yeah, I'm just gonna build some mounts, and we're just kind of winging it, figuring it out as we go along. But I'm gonna mount some mounts here so I can put my big old off-road lights. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna start cutting. Okay, let me catch you up on what's going on here. So grill is totally cut out, and it has been repainted. I'm gonna use this to build my grill off of. And if you see that screw there, I have underneath here, I epoxied and bolted a strip of like 1 inch thick aluminum. So I'm letting that dry along with the paint on the grill. And in the meantime, I'm gonna order a pizza to sustain myself, because this is going to take all day. Nicest day of the year so far, so it's a good day to wrench. But anyways, ordering a pizza, and I'm going to work on this wiring. I don't think I have spade connectors, so I'm not going to be able to finish without going to the store, which is a real bummer. But I have my existing wiring from my light bar, which I do believe is sturdy enough to handle the big lights. They're 90 watts a piece. Should be fine, but do check, because I did roast a harness and relay on my 4Runner, running too big of lights with too light a duty light bar wiring, so be careful. And then over here, I actually see this blue wire. I actually ran a signal wire from my lights up top, my Freedom lights. I ran a wire to here, which I'm going to use it to switch on the relay so it works in accessory power, because these lights, which I guess I'll just show you now, have a daytime running light option, and it's amber, so I thought it would look nice. It would match my lights. Big rounds, daytime running lights. I'm gonna run a relay and then get back to it, eat some pizza, work on the grill, work on the mounts. The mounts are over here. I have those on the go. They're basically 3/16 by 3 by 36 inch flat steel. I grinded it, cut it off with the grinder, and basically we're gonna sit them in here, and we're gonna find a way to fasten those down sturdy enough to hold the light. Yeah, so that's the plan. So I'm gonna do some wiring, eat some pizza, and then I'm gonna do some drilling over here, but that'll be a bit. Oh yeah, so here we are. We got this platform. Put epoxy and 3 bolts through this and through the reinforcement strip I put on the back. It does lean a little bit more forward than ideal, but that is what it is at this point. Obviously, this is kind of makeshift, but I think it's actually going to turn out pretty good. But we'll have to see about that. But anyways, I got this JB water weld paste, which I'm going to use essentially the entire thing here. And you knead it up in your fingers. Oh man. I'm going to knead it up in my fingers, and I'm going to pack it all around the underside of this to make it stronger and also give it some support. And that's the plan of makeshifting this together. I think that looks pretty solid. I'm actually gonna go wash my hands and then try to clean up the edges a bit, and then yeah. Okay, so current update. I have run the wires for my lights down to here. And I've made a cardboard template. It's not perfect, so I'm going to give a little extra space when I cut out of this grill material here. I just ordered this on Amazon. It is aluminum, and it looks like that. Along with that, I have some edging material. I don't really know what it's called, but it fits on the edge. Ta-da. So that's the plan. Cut this out of that, and yeah, get her done.
So I will say, with this whole grill thing here, I don't think I put enough time and effort into doing it as well as I could have done it. And also, I look back and I don't think I did it like the safest way. I probably should have had this like on a flatter surface, and I should have just probably done a better job. But do as I say, not as I do. We got it done, and that's where we're at now. At this point here, I realize I need an emblem for my grill. It looks a little bit odd without it, so I took the original GMC logo off the original grill, and I hit it with the lens clarifying cream from my Turtle Wax Light Restorer kit, and it fit honestly perfectly, and I really like the look of this thing, so that's what I did. I drilled a couple holes, bolted it in, and then I attached this whole grill assembly into the original grill assembly with a whole bunch of zap straps. And while I was at it, I used some zap straps as an extra reinforcement of the light. Since these are cantilevered on the mounts, I attached them with some zap straps to the grill itself so they can't go forward. So I really think it's going to make it a lot more sturdy. And when you look at it, you can't even tell. So that's what I did. And here we go on our test drive to check out all the new lights. I did also use this as an opportunity to replace all the other bulbs are on the vehicle, either with LED, except for the rear turn signal brake lights is a halogen bulb. Same with the front turn signals. It was just easier that way. But it's a huge refresh. You can already see what a difference the new lights are making. And this whole facelift as a whole just looks so much better. The first trip I took out, I got compliments. So what more can you ask?
Low beam. We got high beam. No, low beam. High beam. Low beam. Off-road lights. High beam. Low beam. And that's that. That's the test of the new LED lights. I'm pretty happy with this whole facelift, but I wanted to see the lights in action. Substantially better than stock, so we'll find out how the longevity is as we go. But with that being said, it's the end of this episode. Peace.